We're previewing NFL Week 1 here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are talking with Dave Golikoff, sports columnist for AskMen.com right now. Dave, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the game you sent to me that you wanted to talk about is the Seattle-Arizona game. Arizona's a small home underdog, 2.5 points. The total is 41. Both teams have questions at quarterback, with John Skelton starting for Arizona, and Russell Wilson, rookie Russell Wilson, won the starting job at Seattle. The Cardinals looking like they're having kind of issues on the offensive line. In general, I'm looking at this. My research made me think, Seattle is probably going to be pretty good on defense here. I'm thinking maybe Seattle as a road favorite under 3 might be a good value. Is that why you picked this game?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I just think Arizona is a complete mess right now.
Right.
They don't have a good quarterback. Kevin Kolb has no confidence. John Skelton has a completion percentage that was only better than Blaine Gabbert last year, which is disastrous. They don't really have a really good running game. They have good running backs, but the problem is their offensive line is in complete shambles. It was a problem to begin with. And on top of that, they lost left tackle Levi Brown in the preseason. He's gone for the year, so they're just experimenting. It's a new front five. It's just a complete mess. Seattle has a good defense. They have, we've seen what that defense can do at home. On the road is definitely a little bit dicey, but I like them in this position against the Cardinals offense that is completely listless. And the last thing I'll say is that I really like Seattle's quarterbacking situation. Russell Wilson may not have the most help around him, but he's just one of those quarterbacks that elevates the play of everybody else around him. And that's something that Kevin Kolb can't do. That's something that John Skelton can't do. It's something that Wilson can do. And I think he's going against a tough defense, but he can throw, he can run, he can improvise, and he really elevates the confidence of his team, which again is something those Cardinals quarterbacks fail to do.
All right, well, let me just shoot a few quick factors at you from the other side, say whatever you have to say about them. First of all, Arizona, yes, they have issues on the offensive line for sure, but they do have, at least on paper, an awesome receiving core. They have Fitzgerald, they've got Early Doucette, they've got Michael Floyd from Notre Dame, who's a rookie coming in, and then, Russell Wilson, yeah, he was great in college and looked great in the preseason, but they say he's a bit undersized for an NFL quarterback, making his NFL debut, his first, regular season NFL appearance. But you don't think either of those factors would be significant enough to make you shy away from Seattle?
No, I mean, listen, the Indianapolis Colts had an excellent wide receiving core up until Peyton Manning got hurt, and we saw what that amazing receiving core did last year with Dan Orlovsky and Curtis College Pro Painter throwing the football. So a receiving core can only do so much, and I actually think Arizona's is a bit overrated. They have Larry Fitzgerald. Early Doucette, we don't know a whole lot about. I know he's a decent slot guy. Other than that, it's not Golden Tate. Michael Floyd is still a question mark at receiver for them. So I think that's a non-factor. Secondly, to your point about Russell Wilson, this guy's played in the Rose Bowl. He's played in a lot of big games before. There was a lot of pressure on him at Wisconsin last year because he was deemed to be the final missing piece from them going to the BCS, which, as it turned out to be, was the case. Wilson is a phenomenal preparer for football games, if that's even a word. His preparation is excellent. He was in a tough spot, in Seattle in this training camp, in this whole battle. Listen, Tavares Jackson was the incumbent. They paid a ton of money to Matt Flynn. Wilson was kind of an oddball third-round pick that wasn't even supposed to be in this mix. And he's really played well to steal this job. This isn't a Ryan Tannehill situation where everybody else was just garbage and he won the starting job by default. Wilson was awesome. He was really good against backups. He was really good in his starting role. There was pressure on him to show up for that third preseason game and perform well. He did that. He knocked everything out of the park, and I think he's going to do the same against Arizona. This guy's the real deal.
All right. You got me completely convinced, Dave Golikoff. Seattle. I'm on Seattle. Thanks.
Let's do it.